G-Bear here with another episode of Homesteading the Desert. You're looking at my battery bank voltage right now. It jumps up to 14.7 at some points here. That's because we're having a little bit of a wind event. And I'm turning my head right now because I wanted to see. Today is March 24th, 2018. I just got up with another load of stuff I'm bringing in from the OC, and going to head out there outside right now. I had to come in and get my microphone, my windshield microphone, because the wind is blowing and you wouldn't be able to hear me out here. And I want to show you these barrels. First thing I noticed when I came up is not only are they full, but the ground around the bottoms is completely soaked. And these things completely overfilled on the last rain that came through here. And I checked my little rain gauge. There's about a half an inch of rain in there. So that was a good thing. Here's my trailer, what I brought up. I got some my big bar clamps on there. These poles I got from J&R. These are going to end up inside my chicken coop for perches, so that the chickens have some place to perch at night. This metal thing I had down in the OC on my garden down there. I plant tomato plants underneath that, and there's a 6x6 wire mesh welded to the top of it. This is upside down, of course, and the tomatoes grow up through the wire mesh and then hang down over the sides of it, and the tomatoes are hanging like a grapevine when you get up to that point. It makes it easy for harvesting. This is an old gate I got from R&J also. I brought that up because I'm going to take that apart and use the wood. The wood is in good shape. I'll be using that on my chicken coop. Then I got some plywood down here. It's actually T111, but it's only 3/8. That'll be for the chicken coop also. And then I got these metal sheets down here. And I don't know, I think I got about 14 of them on there. But I'll see what I'm going to do with those. I'm thinking about making a skirt to go around the bottom of the motorhome so that it protects the undercarriage there from all this wind and everything, and it might even keep it a little warmer in there. All right, let's move on, and I'm going to swing the door open here, and I'll show you. I am stuffed to the hilt here with stuff. All of these drawers here come out of my workbench down in the OC, and they all contain different types of hardware, metal and bolts and screws and all that kind of stuff. So I'll be bringing up the workbench on one of these trips, but I've had to get all the drawers out of them because there's no way we're going to lift that thing with the drawers on there. So I did bring a bunch of that stuff up. And then here, I'm going to show you inside here is stuffed from floor to ceiling with stuff. I'm just completely filled up in here. A lot of this is kitchen stuff, clothing, cooking, things like that. But that's all going to go into the container here pretty soon. Also, back there in the back, I've got my new auger. Excuse me. Just finished lunch, and I guess I should have taken a good drink of water before I stepped out to do this. But I also have another surprise in there. I'll show you on the next video. It was an early housewarming gift from my good friend Bill. He surprised me with that, and it's something that's going to be of good use. I wish I had it out right now so I could have it set up, and well, I'm not going to spoil it. I'll show you later. Anyway, the place is in good condition, no problems. I heard there was some hefty winds while I was down the bottom picking up my next load here, and I'm going to be bringing another load up this week yet. But my post here has leaned over a little bit more, and my cloud potato is now only about 3 feet off the ground. So I'm going to have to put a support on there. But look at the size of that plant in there. Just looking great. That thing is really coming to. And it looks healthy. I guess it liked the rain. Well, let's take a walk around here. Look at the grass growing. I got grass growing everywhere here. It's really sprouted up. Amazing. All the way down there to where the chicken coop is going to go. I got grass growing all the way through there. Cool. All right, here we are at the grapevine, and I'm not really seeing any sprouts out of this. This thing could have some life left still in it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to prune it back, and I'll take off like this one here where they ate all of the bark off of it. I'm going to hack that off at the bottom, and then leave the other ones on here and see if I'll cut them back a little bit more and see if I can't get some sprouts out of it. See if there's any life left in it. When I cut them back, I'll be able to see if there's any green down inside. Okay. Yep, grass growing everywhere. Everywhere that I spread grass seed has got little tiny sprouts of grass popping up. That's pretty cool. All right, heading up to the orchard. I already came through and unlocked the containers, so they're ready to swing open and unload. But it's hard to do in this wind because the wind keeps blowing the doors shut on me. And it's kind of dangerous, so I'm just going to wait till the wind dies down a little bit. All right, not seeing any. Oh, yeah, look at this. We got a green sprout on this tree. So this tree is still alive. Cool. I'm going to prune that back and give the strength down to that sprout. This one, I don't see anything sprouting out of it. This one over here, nope, don't see anything sprouting out of that. I was hoping that the rain was going to give these things a little boost. They've had 2 good rain soakings, but let's see, the ground squirrels really damaged these trees badly last season. So this year, things will be different. All right, this one's not showing any fresh new growth or any sprouts or anything like that. This is the only one I didn't put one of those little bottles of deodorizer on, and it's got a hole dug at the bottom of it. That one's stone dead, though. This one I snapped branches last time, and they were all dried. They just snapped right off. This one's probably dead. This one's probably dead. And this one's probably dead. And I'm not seeing anything. My other apple trees that I have down in the OC that I'll be bringing up as soon as I get my garden house built, will actually, they all have sprouts on them. They're all looking good. So they'll be inside and protected the next time that I put fruit trees up here, and I'm not going to run through this and lose trees left and right to the squirrels. All right, I came up here earlier. It's kind of windy now. I could barely hear, but I can hear the pump running in there, doing a great job. You can see my turbine down there is punching out electricity. The reason it looks like it stops there is because it's spinning so fast, and the frame rate is causing it to do that. But it is really humming out and cranking up a lot of electricity. So I'm going to go in and turn a bunch of things on and let it eat up some of that electricity, so I could just sit back and say, what do I care? I'm not paying for it. G-Bear signing off. There'll be a follow-up to this once I start unloading, and I'll show you the great little early home warming gift I got. You're gonna love that. G-Bear signing off.